How's everybody doing? We are back again. I hope everybody's had a great weekend. I know I did. I really do. Wow, it's very bright. Jesus. Let me lower that down a little bit. Much better. Very bright. Right in my face, motherfucker. Right in my goddamn face. But I hope everybody's having a great day. I know I am. It is a new week, and we are very busy getting a lot of projects done. I appreciate everybody tuning in. So I really thought that by almost 2026 that this whole irrational fat phobia bullshit thing would be over. Like the concept that we are going by right now of somehow or another other people like somehow or another fat people are discriminated against when they are easily, and I do mean easily, the most privileged group in America by far and away. This the absolutely most privileged group in America. No place else would, but America, would people call themselves oppressed when they have enough money and access to enough food to be morbidly obese. And to a great degree, I don't understand how people cannot see this. But I went on to TikTok, and I don't go into TikTok much, just to be honest, because they don't allow me to speak. They delete my videos almost immediately, even when I'm trying to give advice and stuff like that. I really think that my face and my voice are in their algorithm somehow. Like I am barred because I've had multiple accounts taken without even with posting a comment or a video. Like they just take the account. I've gone viral on there over the years, probably a couple dozen times, and I always my wife is like, I'll tell her we're going viral, so I'll lose the account, and that's what they do. The very second it goes viral, I lose the account. But it is a great place to go, see information, and oftentimes you can get information that is not even on the news because it's people sharing, which is how that should be anyway. But I ran across some videos talking about basically like fat phobia, as if this is still a relevant thing to argue about. Like as a newsflash, you're fat. You're a burden on society. It's not mean to tell you the truth. And this whole the concept of this word, fat phobia, that this word was literally created to stop discussion. Like you're saying something true to a person that doesn't want to hear the truth. So they immediately label you as something that they think is horrible. First of all, there is no irrational fear of being fat. Everybody should fear it. You know why they should fear it? For those fat people out there that are wondering why that we should all fear being fat. We see your lives. Like we see the lives that you guys have. And therefore we realize it is not a good thing for us to be that way. Like we see you encumbered. We see you barely able to move. We see you barely able to function. We see how mentally ill you are. And for many, many fat people, I'm not saying every fat person's mentally ill. I am saying that if you are 300 plus pounds and you are not actively trying to lose weight, there is mental illness involved. Because to think that you should not lose weight when you are that big is kind of crazy. But error loading this file. Give me a second. I'm trying to download some videos to show you because it's crazy. I mean, I am blown away at how we are still at this point where people will put themselves on camera, full ass put themselves on camera, and think that they should somehow, be listened to, as if there's not some sort of very serious mental illness going on. Let me see if I can get these files downloaded to you. So that should be it. All right, so let's get to the ones that I can get to. Video file. Oh, this is an interesting one.
Is absolutely wild, like genuinely so wild, and it has been a thing for as long as I've ever been active on the internet. That makes me sound old. Not that old. I'm 30, 31. Nearly.
For your body status, that's pretty fucking old. I'm just gonna say that. For your status in life, that's pretty fucking old. Because you're not gonna make it like 50 is a pipe dream for you. If you've been fat your entire life and you're 31 years old, 50 is not only going to be a pipe dream for you, it is going to fucking suck. I mean, like, you should accept that. It is not going to be fun. Being 50 years old, being that big, is absolutely not going to be a good time. I gotta plug my computer. It is absolutely not going to be a good time by any stretch of the imagination whatsoever. So let's keep continuing.
People hate fat people existing. Like, just existing and not existing confidently. And
you're not confident at all. If you were confident, you wouldn't even be mentioning any of this shit. Right? If you were confident, you would not be mentioning any of this shit.
And not apologizing profusely for being there.
You should apologize to society for being fat. And I know that pisses people off when I say that, but if you are morbidly obese, you should apologize to society. You are, in fact, over-consuming food resources, which does, in fact, drive up the cost of food. Be realistic. You are over-consuming food resources, and it also puts more waste into the environment. It raises the price of gas because the extra food that your gluttonous ass is taking in has to be transported because it's not local meat or produce. You're getting shit from Nestle to be your size, lady. So you should apologize. And I know people don't like hearing that, but very frankly, like, if you don't feel bad for over-consuming, that then causes you to disproportionately burden society because you get sicker. Like, if you don't feel bad, like, over-consuming to the degree that you have for as long as you have, like, I look back on my time as being fat and being like, holy fuck, I wasted so much fucking money on fucking garbage food. It drives me insane. I'm so disappointed in myself. I have apologized to my family before for overconsumption because that's what it is. Like, you are not just some marginalized class. You are the most privileged people in the fucking world. You are complaining about how you're being treated for being fat. It's fucking crazy.
What it feels is people want fat people to disappear.
No, we want you to not burden society with your selfish, fucking greedy consumption.
Until they're not fat anymore. Because it feels like such a slight on society that we're here and we're not.
It's not a slight. It's completely disrespectful to all of society that you're here. It's completely 100%. And I'm not trying to be, this is not me, for those that watch normally, this is not me being mean at all. This is just factual. Like, you are a burden to society. You take up more space because you've chosen to. You eat more food because you choose to. You disproportionately burden society with your medical bills because you fucking choose to. This is not mean. This is factual statement. You are a burden upon society. Absolutely. And then you demand to be treated with respect that you haven't earned, that you have disrespected society, but expect to be respected back. It's disgusting, frankly.
Not like in total shame about being a human.
You're not being shamed for being a human. You're ashamed for disproportionately burdening society with your selfish fucking consumption. You are not being. This isn't something that fucking happened to you. You did this to yourself. You did this to you and society, frankly. You should be very, very, very humble in the fact that you fucked up, continue to fuck up, and you have done this yourself. And it is disrespectful to all of society. She's like, I'm being just discriminated against because I'm just being a human. No, you're fucking over-consuming. You are over-consuming. You are using more than what you put in. That's the fucking problem. You are, in fact, burdening society because you are selfish. You're very like this woman is very likely addicted to food because nobody would actually choose to be this size. Here's the thing. For people like her, for people like this lady here, what happens is she's probably tried 100 fucking times to lose weight, and I will give that to her. She probably has tried everything in her fucking lifetime to lose weight. None of it has worked, and she should keep trying because she keeps giving into her fucking addiction, which is very likely ultra-processed something. You do not get to this size with this body composition without it being ultra-processed foods. You don't get to be that puffy and that inflamed. Fat does not accumulate on your fucking forehead unless you eat ultra-processed foods. It's just not a reality. It's just absolutely motherfucking not.
I don't fucking know. But fun fact, I have never been able to win my whole life, no matter what my fucking body looked like. And
that's a you problem. That doesn't mean that society, like, that doesn't disqualify any bit of the fact that you are a disproportionate burden on society for how you eat.
I have a very, very long...
Who fucking cares what your body looks like? Seriously, who fucking cares? The only people that you think should worry about what your body looks like are the people that you're banging. That's it. Like your close people. That's it. Right? That's it. Beyond the rest of it is stop fucking being fat because you are a disproportionate burden on society by your selfish overconsumption. That's reality. I don't give a fuck how you look. I just don't want you to keep hurting yourself with food, and I don't want you to keep burdening society with your selfish overconsumption. I would prefer you get a hold of your fucking addiction that you are now making excuses for, since you've tried a bunch of times and failed a bunch of times because diets work. You just failed to fucking build a sustainable lifestyle afterwards, which is what we do with our coaching anyway. But you are now acting like society is the problem, not your greedy, selfish addiction overconsumption of food, mostly ultra-processed food, that then causes you to disproportionately burden society with your healthcare expenses, which you are going to have if you do not have already. I have a hard time believing that this woman is not already on a slew of medications.
And complex eating disorder history, right? So my body has looked very, very different in my time.
This is like saying I have a complex addiction history with drugs and alcohol, and expecting that society should be just like, oh shit, no problem. Yeah, piss yourself at work. We don't care. Yeah, be totally fucking hammered at work. We didn't realize that you've struggled with addiction. We did not realize that you've struggled with heroin and with alcohol and cocaine. We didn't realize those things. Now that we know that you've struggled, oh shit, fucking snort up right at your fucking desk. We'll make accommodation for you. Think about this. Everybody fucking think about this. Like I have struggled with eating disorders. That is not a fucking credit card to a pass of not taking care of yourself. If anything, that means that you should be more diligent about it. If you've struggled with eating disorders, you should eat only whole foods. Only. I mean, I have gotten mine to the point where, like, shit, our indulgence over the weekend was marinated eggs with kimchi and rice. Fucking delicious. All whole foods. All foods. Just fucking delicious. I can't wait to have a little bit more today. Because that's the thing. When you really start liking the indulgences that you have that are healthy, you get to have them all the fucking time. I love how I eat. I fucking love how I eat. Every fucking bit of it. I count the days. I'm, by the way, 1,751 days today, binge free. I still count the days, but I'm telling you right now, I fucking love how I eat. I love how I eat. I fucking love it. But this woman's trying to say, well, I have a very serious history with eating disorders. Like, that's going to fucking give you a pass. That's actually more reason, like, you've got a fucking problem. You know it. Deal with it or deal with the consequences of society. The problem with all this shit is society is not being nearly hard enough on this shit. It's not being nearly hard enough on just people like reveling in being obese. It's fucking crazy.
I'm on the planet. And in none of my bodies did I feel like I could win. I always got comments about how I could be better or about what was wrong with me or about what was too different. It's a broken system. Like,
I get comments on my body all the fucking time on what I could do better, everything like that. That is not something that's going to change. That's just you interacting with fucking society, dumbass. Like, again, you want to be privileged. You don't want anybody to mention their thoughts on you, but you are definitely opining on their thoughts on you. Like, you are saying they don't have a right to have an opinion when you, in fact, one more time, are disproportionately burdensome to them. And anybody that wants to, by the way, anybody that watches this, if you want to argue that obesity is not disproportionately burdensome to society, I will bring you on live and humiliate you. I will show you to be the extremely low IQ person you are to believe that. Because that is just fucking asinine when people say that. Like, I'm not a burden on society. You're 400 fucking pounds. Yes, you the fuck are. You're a burden on everybody in your even immediate vicinity, let alone all of society. It's fucking crazy. I mean, it's so wild how we've gotten to this stage. Oh, hang on, I got to turn my VPN on, so this might fuck up something. Give me 1 second. I'll go back to it. Let's keep going here.
You will never be what they want you to be because they don't know what they want. And I don't know.
Yeah, they do. Nobody wants to be fat. Everybody doesn't want to be fat. They know what they want.
Who they is. And I don't know who these people are making these comments because it's fucking horrid. But you'll never win. So just.
I win all the time. You know why? I don't give a fuck what people say about me. You know why? I can do that because I actually truly believe in myself. I actually realize that I have lost this weight. I have kept it off for a long fucking time. I realize that I have lost over 100 pounds. I realize I have helped tens of thousands of people to lose weight. I realize what I have done out of my situation, my addiction, my binge eating disorder. I have used that as a platform to not only better myself, but to help better people. I don't give a fuck what people say about me anymore. You know why? Because I know what I've done. And I know I've done right. When I was fat, you could fucking shatter me by calling me fat. I would put on a strong face, but deep down, it would fucking shatter me. It doesn't happen no more. And you know why? Because, and people can say, like, it's like, well, what happens when people call you bald? What happens with blah, blah, blah? Here's the thing. I can't help being bald. I can help being fat. And I frankly love myself bald. Crystal loves me bald. I love myself bald. It's all good. But, you know, I've had people be like, well, what about your tattoos? I put them there, dumbasses. I fucking like them. You can't shame me for something I'm not ashamed of. I say this all the time. This woman doesn't like people mentioning how fucking bulbous she is because she knows the fucking truth, because she realizes the reality of the situation and the reality of their statements. That's why that's why she takes it hard like a dick. I mean, no shit. That is the truth. She realizes it's fucking true, and she is actually ashamed for it deep down. If she was not ashamed for it deep down, it would never fucking touch her. Never, never, never. It's like people are like, oh, you voted for Trump. You're fucking A right, I did. You know why? Because I'm not going to vote for a fucking dementia patient or the fucking idiot that cannot barely fucking speak that is running on a fucking platform of taking my fucking Second Amendment rights. It's never happening. I'm not ashamed of it. The people that said that the unvaccinated are going to have a long winter of death would never get fucking voted for from me. Ever. Because that was bullshit. All of it. So, you can't shame me for my shit. You can't shame me for who the fuck I am. I could say, well, you're fat to this woman, and it will fucking shatter her because she knows it's true, and she can't stand it. That's the issue. So in order to stop the conversation that she knows is fucking true, she has to say that there's something wrong with the individuals that are saying something to her about her disproportionate overconsumption, therefore giving disproportionate burden on the rest of society. She has to label them as something to try to shut them the fuck up. I thought that this fatphobia bullshit word was going to dissipate into the ether just like it magically fucking appeared. But no. You go on TikTok and there's fucking dozens of videos a day about people being like, oh, fatphobia this and fatphobia that. Like, shut the fuck up. You people are insane. We have allowed this bullshit to go on long enough. Somebody should sit this woman down and be like, look, the problem is you. You're fat. You're fat because of what you fucking eat. You could fucking change it. The problem is you. We not only suggest you change it, we as a society kind of fucking demand it because your actions impact all of us. That's what should be said. Society needs to start taking fucking action against this shit. Fatphobia rant.
I think embracing who you are and unapologetically just showing up and being like, yeah, it's okay to be me.
No, it's not. It's not okay to be as big as you. It's not okay to be you. I don't know who the fuck told you that. It is not okay. It is not okay to be you. You are a self-abusive, societally abusive person. You abuse yourself every single day with food, and you abuse society with your overconsumption and disproportionate burden. It is not okay to be you. You are not okay. Like, you are not okay. You are fat as fuck by your own hand and hurting yourself in society daily. It is not okay to be you. And I know people don't want to hear this. Like, everybody should feel it's okay to be them. It's not. It's not okay to be them. It's not. If you are hurting yourself on a daily basis with food, it's not okay to be that person. Change that shit. Change the person you fucking are. But it is not, absolutely not okay to be you. I know that people, I know in society, she's trying to make a statement. You just need to tell people it's okay to be you. It's not. It is absolutely not okay to be as big as you are. You are hurting yourself. You are hurting your family. You are hurting your community. You're hurting your country. You're hurting the planet. You are disproportionately burdening everybody because you are addicted to food and you're selfish about it. Instead of saying like, wow, I got a fucking problem with this. Look what I've done to myself. You are saying like, oh, fatphobia. Shut the fuck up. Holy shit, that's fucked up. No shit. Like, I can't even get over how crazy these fucking people are sometimes. So here's the next one. Look at this.
You know what? Fatphobia absolutely should be taught in public schools. And you know why? Because it's rooted first in colonialism and racism. Did you even know that? And like...
So, fatphobia has to be linked to colonialism, which, by the way, that's not colonialism. It's conquering shit. I'm so sick of it. Like, you're a colonizer. No. And first of all, my people didn't even come over here then, just so everybody's rational. But this land was not stolen. This land was fucking conquered. Guess what other lands were conquered? All of them. Every single fucking one of them. Every single fucking country that exists right now was conquered by the people that are running that fucking country. Welcome to reality. That's fucking... You're a colonizer. You're a colonizer. Conqueror. And I wasn't a conqueror. My people did not get over here until much later than that. Except for like a very small section of my family that got conquered. How about that? What the fuck? And racism? You know how racist it is for you to say that fatphobia, the telling fat people that they're fat, like you linking that to racism makes you the fucking racist, you fat fuck. It makes you the fucking racist. You're the racist. You're the racist by linking it. Us saying you are fat as fuck. It is not acceptable in society to be fat as fuck, because we should definitely take that line. It is not acceptable to be fat as fuck in society. It's just not. It should not be seen as acceptable. It is disproportionate burden. The person's hurting themselves. One more time, the alcoholic analogy. We do not just be like, oh, they're an alcoholic, let them piss themselves in the fucking gutter and everything like that. No. We pick them up, take them to a fucking rehab and say, fix your shit. Keep your shit fixed. But instead, because she doesn't like what people are saying, it has to be linked to racism and colonialism. Like, she sounds like a fucking moron, first of all. But let's hear her out.
Colonialism and racism, here you are, mad at me, some fat stranger, instead of the airplane corporations who make $1 billion in profits every year, charging those fees for bags and for upgrades, and who stuff us into all these planes. Like, I might be fat and think that a plane is small, but you're going to be lying straight to my face if you think that you have enough leg room or enough room to lean back in your seat. Or I bet actually you're the type of person who leans back even though there is no space because you don't care about other people. So you're right.
So you're saying leaning back is bad, but you pouring over the side into somebody else's space is not bad. Like, you see how childish they fucking are? Like, just straight the fuck up childish. Now, let me see if I can get the other videos I needed to send here. Perfect. So we have two more to go over. This fucking crazy ass fucking woman. It's rooted in racism and colonialism. I'm like, fucking fuck off. So sick of hearing that shit. You weren't around then. You're just fat as fuck. If you think it's rooted in that, how come people before 50 years ago, nobody was fucking fat, dumb fuck? Like, it's wild. Here's what it was. I hope was filmed on Halloween, but for all I know, this is just how this woman dresses.
If you have had the privilege of living in a thin or smaller body,
It's a privilege, not hard work. Privilege. Yeah.
this probably won't make any sense to you. People who live in larger bodies for whatever
You don't live in larger bodies. You face fuck yourself with pie into a larger body. Yeah, you make your body larger by face fucking donuts every day. That's what you do.
reason have a different experience in navigating the world.
Yeah, because you're fat.
And we can't just go to stores and
Oh no.
buy clothes.
Oh no, are you serious?
And there are chairs that we can't sit in.
Oh my god, no, are you serious? The fucking horror.
Made for smaller people.
Oh
We
no.
live in larger bodies. And
No, you choose to be fat. You choose to be fat. You choose to be fat and then bitch about how you have grown yourself out of society. That's what's fucking happening here. I love the background music.
then there's the discrimination. A lot of Americans believe that it is a moral failing if you live in a larger body.
It is. Hate to be predictable, but it is. It's a moral failing if you are fat. You're immorally hurting yourself and society. It's a moral failing. Overconsumption is a moral failing. It is. I'm not saying that we should. I'm not saying that there should be a punishment. I mean, for fuck's sake, the person's punishing themselves, but it's a moral failing. By without even beginning, like, you can't even argue against it. You are hurting your fucking self. You are hurting society. It is immoral to knowingly do this, and you are doing it. Keep going.
And those are a lot of beliefs that I had that I
Should have kept them. Should have kept them. You might not be fat now.
have since worked through 5 years ago.
You mean denied? You mean built up? Because here's the thing: you have not worked through them. If you are making this video, you have not worked through them. You are trying to get other people to leave it the fuck alone, but you have not worked through them at all.
I started working through an eating disorder, and a lot of that trauma and those beliefs actually fed the eating.
If you are still fat, you still have an eating disorder. I mean, I'm not even fat no more, and I still have an eating disorder. I'm a binge eater, right? But you didn't work your way through anything. You're fat as fuck. You eat in a disordered fashion. Like, you didn't work. You may have worked your way through one facet, but you did not work your way through, like, eating disorder. Like, you are. It's not like you still are not actively participating in an eating disorder because you're fat as fuck, woman.
Disorder, they were not helpful at all. I am finishing out 2025 with a soft challenge. So for the last 90 days of this year, I'm coming onto TikTok. Oh my goodness, stunning. I'm coming onto TikTok once a day to share with my TikTok community and with random people who I show up on their FYP. One thing that I am proud of myself for doing, for being, for existing, for showing up, for a growth.
You're really proud of this? Like, really? You're really proud of what you've done to yourself? Like, that is mental illness. You're proud of being fat? That's very bad. That's very bad. What's there to be proud of? Well, I'm proud I show up in the world. Not a fuck, you're not. No, that's a lie. What's there to be proud of about being fat? It's so disgusting that you would even say that.
And today is day 24 of the 90 days, and I am proud that I dressed up for Halloween. I went to a store.
You're a full-ass fucking adult. You're a full-ass fucking adult, and you're saying, I'm proud I dressed up for Halloween. Are you fucking kidding me?
And
Guys, I woke up today. I took a couple deep breaths. I'm proud of myself. Like, how low are you going to set this fucking bar? I dressed up like a goddamn child? You're proud of that?
Costume. I had to take an emotional support human to go.
And don't get me wrong, if you guys dressed up for Halloween, Crystal and I have done it as adults too. But I'm not just going to be like, I am proud I did this, as a fat person. Like, stop it! You sound fucking ridiculous.
Go with me, but I did it, and then I bought the costume, and it has been sitting in my room for like 4 days now, and I refuse to try it on because I was like, it's not going to fit. And then
This is how I can tell. Like, listen to what she's saying. Like, you were afraid of a costume in your room. You hate yourself. Like, deep down, this woman hates her fucking self. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been a costume sitting in the fucking corner of a room for 4 fucking days. This woman just showed that she does not like what she's done to herself. And it's not even deniable. I feel bad. We're not going to pick on this woman. So she's clearly in the fucking throes of some sort of fucking mental breakdown. And woman, if you watch this and you're upset that I said you're in the throes of a mental breakdown, stop mentally breaking down. This one's great.
You make a list of fatphobic phrases that people who claim they're not fatphobic will say.
By the way, you are really big. You should very, 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 very much be upset with what you've done to yourself and try to fucking rectify it. This is an extremely young, old person because she is very old for how fat she is. This is not going to end well for her. When your face starts to look like a saucer, it ain't good.
Let's go. I'm just worried about your health. You cannot tell my health.
And by the way, nose septum ring theory, undefeated. Unfucking defeated.
I'm just worried about your health. You cannot tell my health based on my looks. All you can tell is that I'm over what you think I should weigh, and therefore I must be unhealthy.
Well, actually, no, you're unhealthy because that is literally the first thing they teach a doctor in medical school is to make a visual observation. I guarantee your waist to height ratio is above 0.6, which makes you unhealthy inherently. It means you have large deposits of visceral adipose tissue, which leads to all sorts of metabolic issues. I can just look at your face and tell you that your waist to height ratio is over 0.6 because unless you have the most unfortunate fat distribution of any woman ever, I can tell you that you are big around the center and therefore unhealthy. And again, like you did, like look at her smiling. She's like, you don't know if I'm healthy or not. Like we fucking have eyes. We can literally hear and feel you walking up on us. You're unhealthy.
Right? Except for health does not equal weight, hon.
No, it doesn't equal weight, but being fat does equal unhealthy. You can be not fat and be unhealthy. 100%. It's true. Like, absolutely. You can be unhealthy and not fat. You cannot be fat and healthy. If for no other reason, and I have said this for nearly a decade now, if for no other reason than gravity and your load-bearing joints, along with the size of your heart and the normal ejection fraction of your heart, you cannot be healthy and be big. You just cannot. It is... I know that it doesn't fit into the purple sky with rainbow and unicorn dancing across it, shitting out glitter world you live in, but reality exists, and you are not healthy because you are fat as fuck.
Next up, I would never call you fat. I think you're beautiful. Girl, we're discussing my...
Yeah, because there's not a problem with a human being thinking that being fat is unattractive. There's not a problem with it. I'm not saying that I don't think there's some like attractive people that I don't know. Like, I'm married. I don't fucking care about that shit. But there are people, I mean, we are biologically hardwired to view fat people as that's probably not going to be a good mate because they are over consuming and then they're a greater burden and they are not good for childbearing.
Wait, not my beauty. You're just telling me that you equate the two. That you think that fat people are ugly, which is fatphobia.
So thinking that you're ugly makes, because you're fat, that somehow is fat phobia. So if you're fat, nobody can find you unattractive because of you being fat without it being some sort of phobia, without there being something wrong with that person. You realize how rapey that sounds? Like, you're telling people that if they don't find you attractive, that there's something wrong with them. That's just fucking reality. Like, you sound like a fucking sexual predator. You are trying to make it seem like if somebody does not find you attractive, there's a problem with them. You are trying to shame them into finding you attractive. You're a horrible ass fucking person. You are a horrible fucking person. Like, imagine sitting there thinking, like, if somebody does not like how I look, that there's a problem with them. How do you even fucking get there in your head? Like, how does that happen? Like, this is why maybe us lying to people's faces about them being attractive when they're fat, maybe this is why we shouldn't have done that. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's preference is preference. But to be very real, for this woman to in any way think that when somebody does not find her attractive that they have a phobia, that's a big problem. Like, that's a problem mentally for this woman. There's like so many aspects, and she was so like, let's watch her facial expression again.
Me that you equate the two. That you think that fat people are ugly, which is fatphobia. Isn't that fun?
Thinking fat people are ugly is fatphobia.
We shouldn't be normalizing your weight.
We shouldn't be, because you're unhealthy.
Like, why not?
Because it's unhealthy and a symbol of overconsumption and a symbol of disproportionate societal burden, factually.
Why not? You're scared people will be happy in their body without extensive dieting or exercise.
You're not happy in your body. You wouldn't be making this if you were happy in your body. You wouldn't be basically trying to coerce people into saying that you're pretty if you liked your body.
Oh no! Your body is not normal. But it actually is. It is normal. You're just fed.
You know, I will actually, sadly, it is pretty close to normal. That's actually a fucking problem in society. I'll give her that one.
Fatphobic media starting at the age of literally 0, bro.
If you think the mainstream media, the people that fucking published Tess Holliday when she looked like the fucking like a baby cow on Cosmopolitan UK, if you think the mainstream media is the fucking problem for fat people, you're out of your fucking mind. If you think the mainstream media that is bent over backwards to try to literally, like, they use your made up word of fat phobia. They use your made up fucking word of fat phobia in the mainstream media. Stop it. Stop it. The mainstream media is why people think this is in any way fucking normal. To have somebody that like will eat thousands of extra fucking calories in a day and call it like proud. You're fucking crazy.
So of course you don't think it's normal because you're fed these people that aren't their normal weight. Or maybe they are and they're just really small. But that is not what everybody looks like, okay? So that is also you expressing fatphobia.
I just love how like absolutely sure they are in themselves. It's kind of fucking crazy. So listen, everybody. By the way, I wanted to mention here is our 6-month coaching special for the holiday season. Please do take us up on this offer. If you are already having trouble with the holidays, if Halloween got you already, like if you know that the Halloween candy was just the fucking start, there is no better time or no better deal to hook up with us than this. I'm just saying, like this is a great deal. 6 months, daily communication, weekly video conferences. We focus on your lifestyle and morph it to a healthier one. We focus on satiation, satisfaction, appropriate fitness level activity, proper hydration, sleep, stress release. We focus on your life, not a diet. We actually tell our clients if you feel like you're on a diet, we have made a wrong turn. We need to adjust this. You should be able to lose weight while being hunger-free for the most part and happy. And that is what we do in our coaching. So please do take us up on that offer. I will take about 5 minutes worth of Q&A, and then I'm going to go cook some food for me and the lovely wife. Just incredible, though. Like, these people are fucking out of their goddamn minds. I don't even know, like, how we can begin this, you know? Sorry about that. Also working on a project. All right, so I think I think everybody's questioned out. I'll probably be back. Well, I'll definitely be back tomorrow at the same time. I don't think I'm going to come back later on today. I might for like a quick Q&A, maybe just like all of you, 26 pounds down. Great job. Everybody tell her great job. So again, I hope everybody has a fabulous day. I will be back tomorrow. Talk soon. Goddamn.